I want to get this straight. You're training now for a triathlon. Is that real?
It's real. Yeah, I'm supposed to be looking somewhere?
It doesn't. You
Okay.
can look wherever. This is fine. Just
All
look
right,
at me.
I'll look at you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
they normally say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm training for a triathlon. I just got conned into it from Ashley, on my season, and well, she gets me into so much trouble, man. That girl, I swear. She's like, "Hey, Mikey." She calls me Snooky Bear. She's like, "Snooky Bear, do you want to do like you got to do this triathlon with me because we did the marathon with each other and we both look back at the marathon, it went by so fast and it was so much fun. And I mean, I still my feet still hurt from doing it, but thank God I had her with because I don't think I probably wouldn't have finished if I didn't do it with her. And she thinks of it the same way with me. So, I remember looking back at the producers post the marathon and they're like, thanks to you guys, we can't use half the footage that we took of you guys running the marathon because it looked like you guys were like promenading through the park. You guys were just like laughing and singing. And that's me and Ashley. We get together like goofing off, like halfway through it. She's like, how do you say marathon backwards? It was just the stupidest things. But you know what? If it worked. It was like a way for us to push past the pain and the monotony of like 26 miles. And we did it. It was a lot of fun. Being 5'26", you have no hope for a normal life. I didn't know what life like was really about, real life. I knew how I was living, every day, or barely that, but I didn't know like all the things that everybody else takes for granted. Yeah. Really don't, like the simple pleasures of just getting into a small compact car or sitting in one seat at the movie theater or, like walking to a store and being like, oh, that shirt's cute, I'm going to buy it. That wasn't a part of me. Now it's, I can fit into a large, medium shirt and wear clothes off the rack. Now when I see like a roller coaster or like a simple, like, amusement park off the side of the road, I'm like, I want to go ride on Gravitron. It will actually keep me against the wall instead of just sitting there and be like, okay, I'm just standing here. Like these things that everybody else gets to do and grow up with, being a part of their life, was never a part of my life. Even when I was 13. Right now, I have a smaller waist and I'm lighter than I was when I was 13, 14 years old. So imagine like what that did destructively to like my emotions and my personality and my character and everything like as that child. You just think that there's no hope. Like just like, oh, this is all I've known. It's not like I was thin and then got heavy or it's just I never knew any better. So when I say I was reborn, I mean it. Like I look at a tree, I look at a light, and I'm like, oh, I've never seen the beauty in that before. I've never really expressed the excitement of just like going into a mall. And now when people see me and they walk up to me, I don't feel ashamed. I'm like eager to meet people, and introduce myself. And before I was always trying to hide myself, which, how do you hide 526 pounds? You got it in you. It's there. You don't have to find it. It's not in a pill. It's not in a book. It's not in a piece of workout equipment. It's in all of you. And it doesn't have to be just about weight loss. It could be, I grew up not only being overweight, but I grew up as an LD student. And then that was the first thing that I defeated that was defeating me, was the fact that, oh, I rode the short bus to school. And I got, ridiculed for that. I got ridiculed for being overweight. So I really felt that there was, like, this was my life. This is how it's going to be for the rest of my life. I'm going to be this miserable for the rest of my life. And then finally, I after so many attempts to get rid of or eradicate those two things, getting over the fact that I had a learning disability and, being overweight, the learning disability was the first thing that I was like, enough is enough. I'm going to, rearrange my priorities and study my butt off. And then finally, after high school, I went to college. I was honor roll student from college all the way until I graduated Columbia. And I put myself through school. I had, grants and scholarships because of my grades. It made me feel so good. I still couldn't fit in the desk. But I got myself through school with no help from my parents, like that was amazing. And then after that, I was like, all right, now I'm out of school. I'm going to get financially stable and I'm going to attack this weight thing. And I've attempted so many times, but, and I fell short. But then finally, last year was a time where I was like, this is it. Either I'm going to pack up everything that I've done in my life and move to Italy and forcefully be in an environment that I'm going to eat organically, locally grown, because my grandparents live in an area that's still dirt roads, so, and then I'll be walking everywhere. It's just going to be my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like now I'm going to forcefully put myself in a lifestyle that it's going to happen no matter what. Or, you know, I'm going to go, I'm going to go through it through The Biggest Loser. I'm going to, apply and audition. And if I make the show, great. And if I go on and I'll learn as much as I can, and I'll do it, and I'll do it that way. So no matter what, I knew that I was going to get to this destination. I just didn't know how.
Right.
And, Biggest Loser the show didn't save my life. I decided to save my life. I only used it as a vehicle. Bob always told me that. He's like, it's the little things that you do. You drag that damn spin bike from the gym into your room and you hide in the closet. He goes, that's the I forgot what he said. He goes, that's the thing of champions, And so after dinner, at the ranch, I'd be like, oh, I feel tired, guys. My knees are killing me. I'm going to go lay down. And they're like, oh my God, he's laying down. He's like slacking off. Everybody thought I was slacking, but I was playing them for a fool. I had that damn spin bike in my closet. I had the 3 heaters going on. I'd put, I blast my DVD player on, and I had Troy playing every day. It's like, how many times could I watch Troy, people? Really? They'd pass my room and they'd have their ear against the door, and they're like, oh, he's watching a movie. Ah, he's gonna go home this week. Ah. No. I was in my closet with my spin bike, busting my butt.